Hello YouTube, and thank you for tuning in to another episode. I hope you are all doing well. In this video, we take a close look at Fins and Things South, which is 2.5 miles of the entire 9 miles. I need to start off by saying that this is a technical trail. Unless you're driving a Jeep Wrangler, a side-by-side, or a vehicle with a solid front axle and short wheelbase, you better be an experienced driver or have someone experienced to spot you. I was very confused by the difficulty rating given by Jeep Badge of Honor. They rate Fins and Things a 3 to 4, but they rate Imogene Pass a 4 to 6, and I've done both trails. Imogene Pass is nowhere near as technical as Fins and Things. This sign at the trailhead says 4-wheel drive and high clearance are essential due to hazardous terrain. Trail is recommended only for experienced drivers. Trail is rated a 3.5 on a scale of 1 to 4. So ladies and gentlemen, heed the warning. It's not just me being overly dramatic about how difficult this trail is. I personally think it's very misunderstood. I watched almost every single YouTube video about this trail, and not one of them had this obstacle. This is a wall, and if you mess up, you might roll. Now, this is on Fins and Things North, and we need to focus on Fins and Things South. I think many vehicles could enter and safely make their way out of this trail. It does get rough towards the end, but you could just exit Sand Flats Road, which is a paved road. Now that the disclaimers are out of the way, let's get into it. This is the start of Fins and Things South.
All right, John.
All right, thank you, Randy.
Welcome to Fins and Things in Moab, Utah. Oh yeah, baby!
Oh yeah!
Totally! Alan, don't break anything. Both of you, don't break anything. Remember, you guys are in Toyotas. Nah, I'm just talking to Alan and Hui.
So as you can see, Fins and Things South starts off really easy. There's white arrows to let you know that this is a one-way trail. Night runs are not permitted, and that is to reduce noise towards the end of the trail where there's campsites. These campsites are $15 per vehicle, at least at the time we went, which was April of 2021. At the start of this video, I mentioned Jeep side-by-sides and vehicles with solid front axles. I observed that this trail was a piece of cake for them. Those vehicles have so much wheel articulation. I guess if you never get a wheel in the air, you don't struggle. I witnessed Jeeps taking terrible lines and still getting up. With all that said, this trail is severe for all-wheel drive. So make sure you keep that in mind before attempting. This brings us to a steep descent. Let's tune in. I have my Honda Passport in first gear. This lets me engine brake down. My crawl ratio is 20 to 1. It's not great, but it's not bad. It's scary because I just can't see the trail. But I see that there's sand here, so it can't be that steep of a drop. I think I'm on 3 wheels right now. It feels like it. Or not. Okay. On the trail, you'll see a white arrow that goes to the right. I was following our convoy. Looks like we took an offshoot. This looks really off camber right here. Oh my god, this looks really scary. Just taking it slow. Okay, a little butt picker moment because it just feels like I'm it's a little off camber and I'm on a cliff. So what else can you expect? Okay, so right here it looks like I'm gonna be straddling this to the right. It's gonna
How's it coming back there, yo?
make me tilt. Yeah, I'm just taking my time, man. I don't want to rush this and mess up. I've been in off-camber situations before. That one just felt especially tipsy. There's an extra part of the trail that I highlighted here in magenta. Our mission was to get to a campground before it got too dark, so we skipped out on that offshoot. Now we're going to be rolling up on a semi-steep climb, and so I'm just going to show you this obstacle. You make the decision if you think your vehicle can make it or not. My YouTube channel caters to other people that drive all-wheel drive vehicles, but there's a good amount of people that drive trucks, body-on-frame, dedicated off-roaders that will watch my channel. They see me do it in my all-wheel drive, and then they get inspired to do it in their four-wheel drive. If you're one of these people, please just take it slow. I had one person that I kind of mentored, and he ended up crashing his truck. So he just progressed too fast, and I advised him, take it slow, man. Take it slow, but he just progressed too fast and crashed. I don't want that to happen to you.
No, I just went into 4 low. Hey Alan, tell me if my front light is too much for you to look back.
I think that's a line I need to take too.
I'll let you know if we straighten up, but we're okay.
Okay.
Wind isn't helping. What the shit? We lean that much, guys? Keep an eye out for a sign that says like Fox Campground or something.
Alright, so that part right there, I don't know.
Is that a better line, Alan?
Guess you could try to hit that with
it's
speed
better.
if you don't have aggressive gearing or something.
Okay,
but
I got to do that line. I don't like the leaning.
I kind of lost traction a little bit there and just let the twin clutch rear diff
Easy
do
to
its
the
thing.
right and hard up ahead.
Sorry,
Hard?
lower the radio for y'all.
I don't really have the time, so it's easy. Alright,
So I think we're following this over to the right. There's this Toyota truck with some mountain bikes on top, and I think we're following them. If we would have continued on straight here, then we would have met up with that other Toyota truck. But we're making a right, and we're going more direct to the Fox campground. In case you're wondering about my midsize Honda, I do have modifications. I have a 3.5-inch lift kit and 2.5-inch taller tires. I'm running 32.1-inch tires. You cannot fit these tires unless you make modification to the wheel well. You would have to do some cutting, or you get an axle relocation kit made by Traxta. I also have rear disconnected sway bars. I actually just deleted the rear sway bar altogether. Unfortunately, right now, we don't have aftermarket springs or shock absorbers. If I could get companies to give more aftermarket support to this platform, then I would be happy to be that guy.
got a little steep hump, but not too bad. Strong. This makes me imagine what Black Bear Pass is like. I think that was my bumper, my tire.
This is really steep
It
here.
would feel scary.
Watch this as the nose plows down. Okay now.
Okay, Nori, it's a little steep over here. I don't know if you want to have a look at it.
Okay now? What the heck? All right. Okay.
Stay to the right.
Should we air down?
Yeah. Stay to the right. So if you look at it from the side, it's not. Oh shoot! Okay,
Exactly.
that is.
Exactly.
I was looking at this. I'm like, that's not so bad.
That's nothing compared
It's
to
not bad, but you look at this, you're like, what the hell? That's like 50. That's more than 45 degrees. Well, the only choice we have is down. This is a perfect time to introduce my friends. So this is Muhammad, aka The Grand Destination on Instagram. He's driving a Jeep Grand Cherokee WK1. This still has the solid rear axle. It has a 5.7 liter Hemi. That's a V8, a big one at that. And he has a 2.5-inch lift with, I think, 32 or 33-inch tires. This system features I guess, an electronically activated front and rear limited slip differential, but it's a really good one. I witnessed it. It's almost like a locker.
Great spotting. All right, Nori, do you need a spotter?
That's right. We have Nori, aka Master Splinter, spotting for all of us. Speaking of Master Splinter, he's up next. Let's see how he does. The Jeep Gladiator has a very long wheelbase, and not only that, the departure angle isn't so great. He's rocking a 2.5-inch lift with 35-inch tires, and that's about it for modifications. Too easy for a Jeep. Want to see how easy a side-by-side goes down this? I told you, there's certain vehicles that do this trail really easily, and a side-by-side is one of them. Now it's my turn, and I have to speed this up because it takes 3 minutes for me to get down.
As soon as your rear touches down off of the rock, I'm going to have you start turning driver. Slow, go slow, go slow. Turn driver. Yep, keep turning driver.
Full lock.
Keep turning driver. You're plowing a little sand. All good. Straighten out a bit. Alright, keep coming. Keep coming. You don't have a whole lot of flex. Keep coming. Keep coming. Slowly. Go driver. Driver, driver. Keep coming. Rear should clear. And you're down.
No hit.
Good job, man.
All right, thank you, sir. Water spotter. Who next?
That was a big difference compared to the side-by-side. Now, what if I didn't have 4 inches extra ground clearance? Can you imagine? Next up is Randy, aka Oh My God 4runner on Instagram. He has a 2.5-inch lift and 33-inch tires.
Go slow, you're about to drop off. There it is. Straight. Get straight. Feel the back drop.
Feel okay. Because Nori's guiding, you know. I just follow his directions, that's all.
Yeah. Slow.
Wow.
No hitch. Wow.
Good job.
I hit the hitch on the first one.
Yeah, me too.
Next up is Alan with Borderline Explorer in his Land Cruiser 100. It is a 1999 model that has a factory rear locker. No A-track. Make sure to check out Alan's YouTube channel. He has 3 videos about Moab. You get a different perspective watching him. And now here's another side-by-side that's going to remind us that they're just on another level.
Oh, you'll be fine. Just floor it.
Just jump in. Just jump in.
Do it. Oh man, that's good.
Now it's time for Hui, aka Daklak Photo on Instagram. He drives a Lexus GX470. This thing has 8-track, 2.5-inch lift, 33-inch tires. One thing you'll notice is that he has a heavy rooftop tent, and that's going to affect his center of gravity, making him more top heavy. There we go, we're all done now. But let's go see this 4runner approach it at a faster pace, and we'll see what happens.
Hey, doggy. Hey, buddy. What's up?
So on this obstacle that many people call the butt scratcher, day turned into night. It's just a little bit more to get to the campsite. We just have to go through one little obstacle. Because you can't skip it, I'm going to show you it. It's really not that bad, but it does cross up your axles.
Let me take a look at it.
What the heck? Not sure how I'm
I was
supposed
just
to do it.
testing out my bump stops, that's all. Did they work? Yeah. Good. How far? Whoa, John. Campsite on Gaia. There's a campsite like right here, somewhere around here. We're here though. Someone was talking over you. What'd you say? John was two-wheeling. Very nice, John. Now it's too late to turn on light bar. Alan, please turn it off. He's like the Luxor Hotel in Las Vegas, shining up into the light. Because shine right in my eyes. When we need him to turn it on, he doesn't. Good job, John.
Here we are at camp, and it's time to rest up after a long day of driving. We drove all the way from Lake Powell, which I think was about 7 to 8 hours. The forecast didn't call for any rain on this trip, but I'm sure I'm not the only one that has experienced unpredictable weather.
So this caught us by complete surprise. It just started raining, and I had no time to get it on film, and I busted out the 180-degree awning, which is going to be super helpful. There's Randy getting leveled. And whew. Yeah, this is exactly why I have this awning.
Dude,
look how clutch that was, right? And look how much space this thing gives. I remember this life. The struggle. I do not miss that. So here we are. We have an extension of Hobo Town. Got a tarp over here. And then I got these reflective tarps.
Hobo rigs and Hobo Town.
And then the 180-degree awning.
Do some campfire
This
here.
is Hobo Town.
Hobo Town. Hobo Town for the win.
It's working so great. And rain was not on the forecast. What the heck, weatherman?
We camped out for the night and scouted out the obstacles the following morning. This is where you make the decision if you're going to continue on or if you're going to exit to Sand Flats Road and call it a day. If you continue on, you're going to need some ground clearance and capability. These next obstacles are by no means all-wheel drive friendly. To see more of this, click up at the top right. Watch the video from Borderline Explorer. I personally chose to skip this because I didn't need to do it. But that doesn't mean I'm off the hook. Look at that black Jeep. He barely got over. He actually got stuck he high centered and then had to back up and choose another line. And you can see here, Nori from Borderline Explorer barely hit his rock sliders. Here's Randy. He's going to attempt this obstacle without a track or his rear locker. He's only in 4 low. We're all out here for the experience and to get some practice.
Randy, looks like you could back up a little bit and just go more driver. Now once you come up on that crest, there's a dip on your left side. So as you crest up, just go slow. Right here, dip, dip, dip. Yeah, keep going, you're good. Okay, the hole doesn't look, I guess it's not as deep as it looks from down here.
Does this look like an obstacle you would like to hit in your all-wheel drive? Please let me know in the comments below.
I'm going far left, actually.
Newer all-wheel drives are becoming more capable and they're geared more aggressive, so you'll probably start seeing more and more all-wheel drives in Moab. Did he get an LS swap? No, he didn't. He actually just has an issue with his catalytic converter. Well, if you haven't noticed, many of us are set up for destination overlanding. We travel far and wide, and our goal is to explore and self-sustain out of our vehicles.
Hey, John.
Yeah.
Want to hitch a ride?
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Alright, we're heading into the final obstacles of Fins and Things South. By the way, these obstacles are easy to miss. If you follow the road, it'll take you to Sand Flats. Look for the signs, and it'll direct you to keep to the right, and it brings you over here.
Hitting. Is that exhaust?
Nah, dude. If you keep on going, you're gonna completely squash your exhaust. Yeah, got back out. Like 5 times already.
A-track. Took out some of the trail. All right, I guess Randy's going up first, right?
All right, Randy, go do it.
All right, so Randy's the first one up. Let's see how he does. Again, the thing about Randy is he will not turn on his lockers unless he has to. So,
Not good for me.
here, I'll get on this side.
Here it is. This is the final boss of Fins and Things South.
Can I have my lockers on for this? We'll turn it on if you need it.
I don't think you need it. 8-track on, make sure.
That's on, yeah.
Full flex.
Jeez.
That's it. Alan, do you want a spot? Because I'm shooting. Oh, you're shooting too. Shoot. And straight up. Too easy.
You're awesome, man.
Too easy.
I have a great spotter, that's why.
No problems.
Okay.
Little bit, you just need a little bit more. Back down, back down, back down. Sliding too much. Spinning the tires too much. Spinning tires too much. It's knocking you off your line. Okay, from here, this is not the line you're going to be taking. Actually, that line wasn't bad.
Nice.
Cross up too much.
Good deal.
That looked way better than I thought it would. Alan,
Alan, you're up.
turn the locker on.
Locker on, sir.
Is the locker on?
Yeah, if he hugs this wall a little more, then he won't be crossed up.
Right out.
If a real rear locker struggled there, let's see what happens to my twin clutch rear differential that tries to simulate a rear locker. This is 5 minutes of my attempt. Nothing is cut out, just different camera angles.
But he'll be way happy if he gets up here without assistance. Hard driver, hard driver. Slow. Straighten up, straighten up.
We bumped it.
Quick bump. Right there, from right there. Don't go backwards.
Wait, I wasn't in first gear, hold on.
And that wasn't the bump that you needed.
Yeah. I know, I wasn't in first gear.
I stopped.
I couldn't properly bump it.
Do you feel it right where you did? That's where you need to clear. Roll back about 6 inches. Stop. Turn full passenger. Come up. Now full driver. What's spinning?
Rear passenger. Rear passenger.
Only one front passenger is spinning. Rear's
No, no.
not spinning.
Oh, the rear was spinning now.
Was it?
Yeah, you can see a skin marks. The scuff.
Okay, then we'll change it up. Go full passenger.
Rear
And as
passenger.
you start coming up, you're gonna straighten out. Come on, all-wheel drive. Hold up. Hold up. Let's reposition. Let's go back at full passenger. Go back.
You got it. Keep going.
Straighten out. Back slow because you're going to come off of here. Put your head out the window and keep an eye out. You don't want to hit this one, so turn driver. Yep. Roll off of it. Good. Okay. Passenger.
Going forward, okay.
We're gonna need a quick pull.
You got it. You got it. Keep going.
Oh yeah!
Oh, almost.
So close.
I know.
So
He's
close.
getting over that hump.
Dude, someone needs to push.
I
We're,
know.
we're that close.
I know. You got
We need
someone
like,
right on the back
like
of the bumper.
2-3 inches.
Did I bump it?
And someone
A
right.
little bit. If you get a little bit of momentum, right there. Stop right there.
Alright, let me get a little more.
One more time. Yes.
Woohoo!
Yes.
crap.
Go slow. Go slow. So we know what it's gonna hit or not hit. From right here, it doesn't look like it's gonna hit, so momentum go. Hell yeah.
Keep going, just keep going, John. Keep going, keep going. Don't let up,
Go,
don't
go,
let
go, go, go. Don't let off.
Keep going, don't let up.
Got it.
Yeah!
Wow. Oh my god.
Get that fat cow up there.
Oh my god, are you kidding me right now? John just made it out of his sheer willpower. Big heart. Great spotting too. That was crazy. We gotta move on. Damn.
Don't let up.
Let's clear out.
How'd that feel?
No, actually not bad.
And there you have it. I successfully completed Fins and Things South, the entire trail without skipping anything. You've already seen the disclaimers. I do not recommend you attempt this unless you have a highly modified all-wheel drive vehicle with at least 12 inches of ground clearance. You might be able to get away with 11 if you have increased wheel articulation. Let's say you have some kind of all-wheel drive that has disconnected front and rear sway bars or something like that. You might be okay if you have a vehicle with a locker. I think you probably need a vehicle that has a decent amount of crawl ratio. If you're a professional driver, then hey, anything's possible, right? You could probably bump your way up and use momentum and make your way up. It's going to be hard, but if you're a pro, you could probably do it. I mean, they got a Ford Bronco Sport all-wheel drive up Hell's Gate with a professional driver with a wheel lifting 4 feet in the air. If you could handle that, you might be able to handle this. At some point, I will finish up Fins and Things North. I'm not sure if it's going to be a 1 or 2 part, but it's going to be much longer than this near 40-minute video. So if you don't want to miss those episodes, please consider subscribing. I would really appreciate it. And if you haven't already, hit the like or dislike button. Actually, I wouldn't be surprised if I got some dislikes because there's a lot of hardcore Moab people that will think this video is weak. And you know what? It's all interaction. It all helps. So anyways, thank you for watching, and I hope you have fun on your adventures.